Has your flight ever been canceled and you're still hours away from home? Every year, about an average of 2.5% of flights get canceled every year. I received this information from the United States Department of Transportation. It is not a high percentage of canceled flights, but there's always a possibility of it happening. Now, I'm going to tell you the story. Just imagine a 17-year-old girl excited to travel by herself for the first time, and she finds out her flight is canceled. A huge line in front of her trying to figure out when she can get the next flight. She doesn't know what's going on, and she's very confused and scared. When I was 17 years old, I was traveling alone for the first time by myself. As I made my way home, something that I didn't account for happened. My flight got canceled. I was not prepared for such a thing, and it turned out to be a funny story after all. It all started with me flying home from visiting family in Germany. I just got off an 8-hour flight from Germany and had a layover in New York City. I was very tired, very exhausted, and I was ready to go home. I still had about a 4-hour flight ahead of me. JFK was in New York City, and I've always been anxious about New York. It's a big city, a lot of things happen, and I always have been anxious about it. I did not like the fast pace they had there and the rude people who were there. This was one place that I never wanted to stay at or be stuck in. I get off my flight and the gate number for my next flight was written wrong. So I had 45 minutes trying to figure out where my gate was. I was running around all the gates trying to find my gate. Eventually I found my gate. I had 10 minutes before my flight was about to take off, and as soon as I get there I found out my flight is canceled. The first thing I do is look around, and I was confused. I didn't know what was going on. I pick up my phone to call my mom and tell her my flight is canceled. I assumed that, oh, my flight is canceled, I'm gonna get a new flight in like an hour or so. So I get sent up to the front where you check in, and they tell me to wait in line. And I wait in line, and I was about to be called. I was like 5 minutes away from being called, and a person comes up to me who works at the airport, telling me that to call this number. They gave me a card with the number on it, and they would help me get the next flight. So I get out of line, I call the number, and I wait for about 20 minutes till somebody answers, and guess what they tell me? They tell me I need to go back in line and wait for somebody else to help me. By that time, the line was already very long. It was about a 2-hour wait, and I was one of the last people waiting in line. So I wait in line, and I wait in line. I was very scared. I didn't know what to do. I was anxious. I was not prepared for any of this. I called my mom, freaking out. I didn't know what to do. While I was in line, I'm thinking to myself, I will never get home. What if I don't get a flight by tonight? What will happen? Where will I stay? Will I have to sleep in the airport? Or will I ever get home? I want to sleep in my own bed. Then I was thinking, well, why did the flight get canceled? And I found out the flight got canceled because there was a storm. And I was freaking out. I was like, what is, the storm is really bad. Like in the movie, The Day After Tomorrow. So I was scared that I was never going to see my family again. My head was just everywhere, and I was freaking out. Eventually, everything started working out. I got to the front of the line, and he told me that it was 3 days till the next flight, and they couldn't do anything. They couldn't help me. So my mom, after 2 hours of waiting, my mom calls the number again, and she was able to book me a flight for the next day. However, I was still worried where was I going to stay over that time. The next flight was at the airport an hour away, so I had to find a ride to the airport and I had to find a hotel. Now the problem was I was 17 years old, and you're not allowed to stay at a hotel without a parent with 17. However, my mom was able to find a hotel room for me and a ride to the hotel, and everything was working out. Now the only problem left was that I had no clothes in my carry-on. All I packed was candy from Germany. Well, to be exact, I could pack about 10 pounds of candy in Germany and 1 charger. I had no pair of clothes for it. So the next time I get stuck somewhere because of the canceled flight, I know not to pack candy in my carry-on and actually pack some clothes in case this happens again. I was not prepared at all. No matter what age you're traveling in, unexpected things can always happen. The weather can change, your flight can always cancel no matter what. Pack what you need and be prepared. Have, have all the information you're going to need. So some trips I got for traveling the next time from Delta.com was always stay ahead of your travel. Pack what you need, have all the information you need, a passport, a picture ID, know where you're going, know the gates you're going to be at, and always be prepared beforehand. Then I got from another website from usatoday.com step by step the first time air travel guide that you should always know when you meet your luggage requirements, what you can pack to on your carry-on whatnot, and also have your luggage the weight limit days to stay. So the website you can check out is usatoday.com step-by-step first-time air travel guide, and they will help you how to be prepared of situations when your flight get canceled. Thank you.